following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Flamethrowers. Well, I'm going to go set up some equipment and get some sleep.
Good night.
No?
Good night, this is Tia.
Get my shotgun from under the table.
You're right in your room, Tess?
Mm-hmm. It's too big. But it's so nice.
They have very nice rooms.
Oh, Tess, we'll come up with you. Tess, have you ever heard of the concept of a couch fort? It's an ancient human thing.
She leans forward and goes, teach me this.
I shall.
I love couch forts. That's good shit.
I suppose Tess goes off with you.
And we will instruct her in the methods of, chairs and blanket, or cushions off couch, or constructing a smaller space within the large space.
We'll come back home one day. This is fucking idiot in the middle of our lounge.
Thalia's just like, you staying up or are you going to head to sleep
I'm
too?
going to head to bed too.
Yeah. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Heads off to the elevator.
I'll head off to the elevator.
Alright. I'll try and get both going to the same floor. So. Both head up and then these two start teaching Tess.
No, well, I think our bedrooms are all on the same floor, so up to there, and then we'll just stop in her room, show her how to build a couch fort, so she's all hype about that, and then retire to our room. For
Tess is like, yes.
See if we can wake Zalo up.
Tess is just like,
It's
it's so simple and yet so ingenious and amazing. I love it.
I mean, when I hit my room, I'm going to fabricate a little tripod-like stand thing for my Omnitool to rest on and do its recording business, and aim it at a good view of down below, so that it can record over the night and I can skim through the footage in the morning.
Okay. So going to sleep. You're not going to sleep. Lamp. Logain has got the post.
I'll come down off the ceiling after the dinner and offer to help clean up.
Okay. They'll accept your cleaning up as long as you sanitize first.
Yep, there we are.
Yep. They thank you when everything's cleaned up, and then they sort of half of them go to leave, but the others stay up because it's anybody can order room service at any time of night, so you got to at least have some people here. But the head chef goes off to.
Right. So far on the, I'm updating the persons of interest thing. We've got what was her name, Aorta Blumkin, whatever it is, and underneath that we've got important announcement tomorrow, potential kidnap victim. ? Could be important rivals of announcement thing. Might want to interfere with that. Be especially aware. Then I'm going to go head off and check out those other two rooms. I'm going to use that program she gave me to find out who's booked those rooms that he flagged.
Oh, okay. Well, neither of them have arrived yet. You immediately get dead info because it tells you. Pretty much everybody who's already here, for the most part, is at least upper tier, for the most part. Yeah,
Makes sense.
It's basically two Asari you've never heard of. Have got
They got names?
well, two on one side, and then one has a room on the other.
They got names?
I haven't made them, so It depends. I can
That
make
tells
something
me
up,
more
but
than I need.
Eventually.
that's what I'm just telling you because it's like, yeah, no, they haven't even attributed names to them.
And then it's time for me to do a sweep of the grounds.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do what Zalo was going to do but didn't.
I did do.
You made a
just
tour
went
of the
ahead and
bar.
And then I did the tactics thing. It was sweeping the ground.
With a drink.
I want to check out the
Of
stage. And then the lines of sight on the stage.
Okay, so yeah, the stage is towards the front of the towards the entrance, basically.
Towards the entrance, like near the gate.
Yeah,
Right.
because
near
they're
the gate.
going to do the course like
Cross
they're going to have the
threshold.
ribbon cutting style ceremony and let people in. So the stage is just behind that. So you basically just have to come down the stage a few steps and then you can cut the ribbon.
I want to leave the property a bit, and I want to go out onto the road in front of it, where it leads in. And I want to see if there's any nice little shady areas where you could get if you were gonna scope the place out for crimes, you would park there. I want to go to those places and see if there's any indentations of a resting vehicle, large number of the same footprint crisscrossing backwards and forths.
Okay.
For someone who has scoped the area out, evidence of.
Okay. Make your roll.
What do you want? Please don't fuck me. I would like one roll to be very
Probably
good.
Tactics again, because I don't think you've got investigation in this system.
Could be worse.
Yes, investigate.
Oh,
There is investigate.
yeah.
Thanks, my tactic far higher, Stephen.
You roll, so
17.
it's it.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, so a lot of the area around here until you reach the beach, it's hard to determine because there's not a lot of soft ground.
Would be grass and verges and things like that, right?
There's a few, but it is mostly like street, concrete, or whatever they use in futuristic settings, that plasteel stuff. The problem is with the beach, while it's softer ground than stand, there's been so much foot traffic there that there's no way you could really tell. Because there's footprints everywhere, because earlier in the day people were coming into, going down to the beach there. You don't see anything that matches that description based on your observations.
Right.
He would have access to the pictures I took around when I was doing my run.
Yeah, because you would have sent those through. And anything
Even if they're just on the storage of my Omni tool, he probably has backdoor access to them.
I absolutely do.
I just assumed you'd send them on to
Right,
them.
okay, you're right. So Rover's taken pictures. That's a good point. Can I review those
Yes.
for anyone in the background who might be... What do you want for this one? It's not going to matter. I'm going to roll a 1. Well, there's a 1 in that.
So that means it's at least upper half.
Well, it's an
Well,
18
this
on
is
the
a
die.
10.
What am I adding to it?
Probably just
More investigating?
be more investigating. That's a how you're basically looking at a photograph. It'll be enough with an 18 on the die. as well.
24.
Did you review them yourself afterwards, Rose, or did you just take them and...
I think Rosa did, but didn't get colossally high. It was like a 12 or a 14 or something.
There is one shot of Materium. He actually, I suppose, to be in a couple of shots. He's there, walking. Sort of, in both of them, he's sort of coming around the corner as Rosa goes around the corner. In the background, he's just, I suppose, casually holiday dressed.
Oh, fuck no! Too
Then
many.
everybody else.
In
in
how
the
many
shot is-
pictures is he going around a corner just to...
2 of them.
That's too many. Okay. Isolate. Face. Body.
Okay.
I want to pay particular attention to this person.
Okay.
Suspicious bulge in shirt?
No.
Pants?
He's wearing, like, board shot style things? No.
Plenty of room for a gun in that.
That's the thing.
Is he carrying a newspaper folded up or anything that you could conceal a weapon in?
No, he wasn't carrying anything.
Were the photos taken anywhere near the resort?
They were taken at the... If you're looking at the resort, there's a street that runs down the left
Cameras.
side.
Resort cameras.
Resort cameras. Right. Hang on. I'll go there next. That's a good idea. The next thing I want to do is isolate the face, enhance.
Okay.
Is he looking at Rover?
Well, he's coming around the corner and sort of turning. He's not really looking at her, but he's about. In both of them, he's like about to turn around, and face like he would have been coming from behind her.
Right. Okay.
So he's in motion and not really looking at anything. Except just
Trish.
yes, Logain.
Picture.
This is a Batarian.
Well done. That's the kind of observational skills I paid top dollar for.
You don't pay me anything.
I paid to have you made.
That is most likely true.
I want you to have this face run through every database that I have access to and send it to people that we know, on the councils, who have access to other ones.
Of course.
Please do this now.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Would you like me to also send this to contacts on Omega?
Such as the path.
Yes, or Miss Taloic.
You can use my account.
I'd better do that, Send it to the path, reward for information.
Will do.
And then route me through to Aria. Gotta do it in person.
Great.
Can't have an AI do it. VI!
Slip of the
VI! Nothing else!
Probably takes a good 20 seconds, but then
no!
Aria appears. Commander Centurious.
Aria,
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I hope I'm not bothering you at an inconvenient time.
It was, but that's been dealt with.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. It just made me rush things a little. It was going to be the same outcome in the end anyway.
Oh well. I wonder if I might not trouble you for a small favor, or a service if you wish to extract payment.
Perhaps.
I have a photograph of a guy. I was wondering if you might know who it was.
Send it on through. I'll
Beep.
at least have my people take a look at it.
Beep.
By the way, your very comely colleague still owes me a dinner date.
I'm working on that.
Send her and your friends my regards.
I will do that.
I'll see what I can do, no
I
promises.
am in fact doing that right now. I thank you for your time.
Of course. Bye. Hangs up.
To do is access the security camera feeds from the hotel
Okay.
and access their stored footage
Mm-hmm.
and run previously established low-gain facial matching program because I made this in a previous season
Yes. And Trish runs
and
through some
set
stuff
it and using the power of the Sentinel have that run. It ought to take about between 5 minutes to half an hour depending on how much footage it's trawling through.
Plus, you've got to search it
actually,
through,
Trish will ask
keywords.
how much.
Start with most recent and go back.
Well, you've got windows of when the photos were taken,
Yeah.
and you can just expand from
Trish
that.
runs on
Because the photos will be timestamped.
Yes. So you just
Just expand out from these timestamps.
Of course, Logain. I will get onto that now.
Thank you. This guy's probably completely innocent, but I don't know, man. Batarians are so thin on the ground that he turns up twice
And he's
in your
following
photographs,
Rosa
and he
both
seems, and he,
times.
both times he's turning a corner to come out. Man, that has sussy swag.
well, you could also get give Trish the rest of the photos and see if she's. Cause
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll just pile the
see.
rest on her since you've got so much to do. Here's extra thing.
I mean, it'll help with her facial recognition. Well, I mean, you've given her the two
Because there might be
matter, but
more photos there. That you
The next thing I'm going to do is
Or
use
like a
Tiala's
partial
program thing to see is there just a Batarian staying at the place. Because that's the most.
No. No Batarians on record.
Okay, so I'm going to append this picture to our BattleNet thing with POI, unknown Batarian, spotted twice in incidental pictures, both appearing to follow Rover Row B Bears San Diego. Sus level 3. Oh, I already did the other thing. There's got to be more work. Okay, just general like security assessment sweep while I'm waiting for that to all shake out.
Well,
I mean, well, I imagine back on the Citadel, the sergeant's just like, work!
I forgot to ask, Giella was just going to bed, wasn't she?
Yeah.
How long are you going to do patrol checking?
How long does it take?
To how do you mean, like, how long does it...
To do
so
like a
often-
comprehensive security sweep? It's like a couple
Yeah.
hours, right?
Oh yeah, like it depends. I was going to say it depends how in depth and how many times you want to repeat the same area.
I'll just do it twice.
Okay.
I do need to get sleep before tomorrow.
Yeah,
And
that'll
like
take-
us muggles.
So
can
you
be
will
3
get.
days.
It'll probably only be about 20 minutes in that Trish will actually be the one that contacts you first. But okay,
Yes, Trish.
I have found something that may be of interest to you.
Lay it on me.
I have not yet identified the person in question. However, I have found them on the security footage in this instance, and she fires off some video footage of him. This same person, time stamped for about 15 minutes after Rosa's last picture of him. Walking up to the entrance of the resort and then talking to an Asari and then just leaving.
The Asari. Zoom and enhance. Track left. Stop. Center. Enhance. Now I can clearly see things that aren't in the picture by Blade Runner rules, right?
Booba.
To say from that angle, it's like, well, actually no, it's from that angle you only see the back of her head, but there is a point where she eventually just turns away and
Okay, so
gets
she'll
back
turn
towards
into the
it.
camera's view.
Mm.
Freeze. Isolate the face. Enhance. Identify.
This Asari appears to be one of the workers at the hotel.
Bring up program, staff list,
Mm-hmm.
match.
On it, and then it just Trish starts running through the.
The other one is because she's monitoring around herself. Does he appear there?
I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Had
Sorry.
it occurred to me. Sorry, I'll get back to it.
This is interesting. I love this racial,
Well, my initial was his
racial
security
profiling
for
of
the-
random Batarians.
You know why? Because it fucking works.
Well, I mean,
Well, the only
especially for
reason
them.
I've latched onto him is because when we drove in, he's like, there's like 2 Batarians out of hundreds of Asari and other races, and I'm like, so then a Batarian shows up. That's fucking sus.
Yeah, and then he's following Rosa. Ooh.
Maybe he's just like, damn, she sounds like she could be bitchy.
Maybe he's like, I heard they can bathe in the sun.
Identified Eulera Talara.
Eulara Talara. Bring up her employee profile.
Yep, she's basically a bellhop, for lack of a better term.
Oh no, the bellhop thing.
So where's the bellhops?
Well, they have permission to go fucking everywhere.
And they have keys.
And little red hats.
And give them double lock their room.
That's the thing you gotta watch, the little red hat.
Well, you know, I was a bit busy for once, just wanting to just observe
Cook.
cooking. So, I mean, when else do I get this opportunity just to be a literal fly on the wall? run this person through various police databases we have access to, and also any Turian ones that I might have access to.
See where
This
they
may take some time.
Meanwhile, I also need her searched out through the building's internal security footage. Movements tracking. Wait, does this program automatically track employee movement?
No, but I mean, you could.
That would be a bit dystopian, wouldn't it?
You can flick through any security camera on your Omni tool and try and find her.
Ah, her card, because although they'll have their own cards, you could track their usage of card, couldn't you?
Well, I was just going to find the latest instance of her on security and then go backward in reverse and follow her movements from camera to camera to camera.
But yeah, what Stephen said, that would be the fastest way to pinpoint her last use, and then you could then use that to get
I
your
do that
security
then.
camera.
That's an idea that I might have.
I'm fine with players helping other players. If it's something that's in that character's wheelhouse, I'm like, yeah, sure.
Otherwise, it'll all just
And
be
you know, if
kicking
you ask me
us
to
all.
drop a die, it's going to be a 3, a 2, or a 6.
So, okay, the last time she used her card was about
Handy program.
I was
get
going
the
to
void
say
rate to
17
use.
minutes ago on the 34th floor.
Still in the building.
Cameras up, view obsessively, find out what doing. And then, like I said, go backwards so I can track her movements.
So you're going to rewind footage, basically?
Yeah, go,
Okay, yeah.
just
So
watch it
the
backwards.
closest camera, you find that several cameras on that floor. If you just keep rewinding, you'll eventually see her enter. It'll be 34, we'll say P.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the last.
Keep going.
Oh, and then you're rewinding back further.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes down an elevator and then goes to a janitor's sort of closet.
Flag that janitor's closet and start heading there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, keep going. Oh, I'm also just going to make a note of 34P, because I might want to find out who's in that. Actually, I'll find out who's in that room first. And
Okay. 34P is currently not booked.
I'll open up, as a side thing, my BattleNet and find out which members of the team are awake.
Are awake, and none of the team are awake.
Yeah, but you know
Oh
it's
wait,
important.
no, actually, well,
There's one.
Rosa might be awake.
Rosa's been awake for a long time before that, so probably not.
Okay, no one's awake.
Fine, I guess I'll add it to my list. Storage cupboard, that room, I'm adding it to my list. And her name was what? Yelana?
Ulira Tarawa.
Yeah, so I'm just going to continue following her backwards out of the storage room.
Okay.
Was she carrying anything before she went into the storage? Okay. From my point of view, I'm watching it backwards. So when she came out of the storage room,
Yeah.
was she carrying anything?
Did
she take something from there to
she was carrying a vacuum cleaning device
Okay.
into the storage room.
Right. So then I'm going to follow her with the vacuum. A bellhop doing vacuuming? That's fucking odd.
Maybe because it's light and they're skeleton crewing,
Maybe,
No, because you
maybe.
can hide stuff in the body of it.
but that too.
Then it rewinds back, and she
With the vacuum
is
cleaner.
given the vacuum cleaner by a janitor
Mm-hmm.
in the hallway,
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
and then she sort of backtracks. Like it looked like in the footage that she was going somewhere else, and then got stopped and took to the janitor, and then went back, took the vacuum cleaner, and then went back. Then it goes back to her going to reception.
Mm-hmm.
And then she picks up. She talks at the front desk, and then goes up to another room on. We'll just make up 126G,
Mm-hmm.
and then she comes back out and she's carrying 2 suitcases
So she would have taken suitcases to the room. So I imagine the next place is going to be down to reception.
down to reception.
This is a bellhop's
She picks
job.
up the suitcases.
Who's in that room? Oh, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
And then there's several instances of her just doing this.
I basically intend to keep watching her backwards until she goes out to talk to the Batarian. I'm interested in what spurs her to do that,
Oh, okay.
and what she does immediately afterwards.
Yeah, she talks to... So the steps leading backwards to it, she talks at
I've made
reception.
things kind of hard for him.
Yeah, I am appreciating how difficult this must be.
She talks to reception, and then she goes out and talks to the Batarian, then goes back to reception, and then talks there again. But this is, of course, going backwards, so she did that beforehand. She leaves again, she goes to the bathroom, she leaves, she goes down to the restaurant and has something to eat. And then she then starts going back and goes back up to a room, takes... Oh no, wait, so she would go to a staff room, first, and then she would go back to another room, take some bags out of the room, at least from your perspective, and go back down to reception, and then it keeps kind of looping that again for a while of her just...
Okay. Only a couple things are weird there, like when she goes up to an empty room,
Which is where she is now.
which is where she must be now.
Yes.
Storage room first. Check the vacuum cleaner.
Okay. It's a vacuum cleaner. It's
What's
you're
in
opening
it?
it up, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Dirt and dust.
Alright, cool. And then I unscrew the case and have a look inside it. Just, paranoia.
A filter. Sucking thing.
A couple of pounds of C4.
No.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna head on up to the room.
Okay. I'm guessing you're sneaking in, like you're just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so you just stealth open the door, I'm guessing. You inside, you just... Is there even need a spot check here? You find her lying on the bed, and she's surrounded by those little liquor bottles that are like that big. Like empty.
She's unconscious, right?
Yeah, she's actually snoring.
Blackmail.
Gonna go down and see the receipt. Was she talking to Tiara?
Most of the time she would have been, yeah.
I'm gonna go down and talk to Tiara. Go and walk downstairs and walk up to the reception desk.
Okay. Tiara is actually going to be gone because she's the daytime rep. She does the daytime, so it's another receptionist there at the moment. So yeah, just so you know, when you get there, it's not going to be Tiara. Hello, how can I help?
Can I speak to Tiara, please?
Is this urgent? I believe she's sleeping.
Ah, well, never mind then.
Is there anything I can help with?
Yes, there is.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Do you know of an employee called Lyra Tarala?
Yes, he's one of our baggage carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does she live here on site?
No, I think she's got a small house out on the outskirts.
Uh-huh. Okay. That does answer that question. Oh, I do have another question. Does staff have access to the rooms for personal use?
Well, many staff have access to the rooms, but not usually for personal use. It's normally for cleaning, dropping off. In her case, if we're
Refilling
talking
the
about
mini
her,
fridge.
oh yes, the mini fridge needs to be refilled.
Yeah,
Indeed,
okay.
in this case.
That answers my questions. Thank you. Oh, and have you seen this Batarian?
I don't want to sound racist, but all Batarians look the same to me.
It's the brown fuzz.
And the 4 eyes.
I mainly look at maybe the shirt.
No, should I be concerned about him?
Not insofar as you'd be more concerned about him than anyone else.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
You too. Did you want me to leave a message?
Oh no, I'll catch her in the morning.
Okay. Well, if there's anything I can do, feel free to contact me. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. I'll go to the van and get a few hours sleep. I'll be woken up if anything comes through. See, when someone's got a problem like that, it makes them susceptible to blackmail and extortion.
Correct.
It may seem trivial, but at least now I'm going to be able to save your employer from the embarrassment of having a bunch of little bottles filled up with not liquor.
No. Those just disappear because the guests who are currently here.
But they're really good at smuggling them out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Trish would probably unfortunately wake you up with just a small report that Ulira has 2 minor traffic infringements, but beyond that, local to Lucia, Navos, but hasn't otherwise appeared on any criminal record.
Has to be expected. Probably
So
DUIs.
one of them was drunk driving. So
Yeah, I was going to say a DUI.
Aha.
However, closer to when you would probably be waking up anyway, you get your Omnitor rings. Your Omnitor rings. Your Omnitor rings. Your Omnitor rings.